Science Symposium in Iran and India. Bhagavad Gita, or Song of the Law, is a part of Mahabharata book. And Mahabharata, as the world's greatest epic book, with 100,000 dishtis, is an epic form of Upanishads, and Upanishads is the most outstanding spiritual knowledge. A spiritual knowledge text extracted from Vedas, especially Rig Veda. As a small book containing 18 chapters and known as the most significant text in Yoga Darshana, or philosophy of yoga. Bhagavad Gita deals with a dialogue running between Arjuna and Krishna. Arjuna, as the hero of Pandava's household, is not intending to fight his cousin Kaurava household because he hates war and seeks peace, kindness, and friendship. So he asks his charioteer, who is a wise and enlightened man, to tell him of the philosophy of life. The charioteer, who is actually the Lord Krishna, and taken the responsibility of guiding the chariot of Arjuna, but embodiment or incarnation, and in Arabic and Persian language we say tajassud, and in Sanskrit language avatar. And you know, Vishnu has 10 avatars, and the last avatar is the last time with the symbols, white horse, and a light, it's a sword of light. And you know, in Iran or in Islam, especially in Shia, we have a great man with this name Mahdi, or Sahib al-Zaman, and he has the same symbol, issue, horse white and the sword of light, the last avatar of Krishna. In Sanskrit, you say Amin. In Persian and Arabic we say Amin. The Lord Krishna embodiment in a human body sheds light to Arjuna's thought and soul. His teaching over this book are overflowing with wisdom, a spiritual knowledge, and invitation toward light. The deepest and the most charming truths in these chapters are expressed in such a way that a taught human soul has been washed and purified in a spirituality river, and a pleasant music fills up the soul with the greatest melodies. Most of such truths are so clear, lucid, and sublime that sound of familiar to a Muslim who is an addresses of Holy Quran, and the lofty and spiritual saying of the Prophet of Islam, and the impeccable Imams. That might be the point that made Prince Darashuku translate Upanishads into Persian language and call Upanishads that manifested in Mahabharata and Bhagavad Gita as a hidden book. In its introduction, the very secret book stayed in Al-Waqi'ah Surah in Quran, إِنَّهُ لَقُرْآنٌ كَرِيمٌ فِي كِتَابٍ مَكْنُونٍ لا يمثله إلا المطهرون. Translate to English: it is indeed a glorious Quran in a book protected, while none shall touch except the purified. Under the influence of the above mentioned verses, and by relying on an amazing relationship between some parts of Upanishad's text and Holy Quran, as well as the meaning of the word Upan Kahat, meaning a hidden and secret issue, Darashuku called the secret book mentioned in Quran as Upanishads, and he began to express the amazing relationship between Hinduism and Islam. mysticism in some other works like Majma'ul Bahrain. Somewhere else, I have taken into consideration in details this meaning. Here in this paper, I would like to express some of the teaching of Bhagavad Gita that are an epic and versified from of Upanishad's wisdom and reveal their relation to Islamic thoughts, explaining the spirituality which is inherent both in Islam and Hinduism religions is the main goal. Let me express some spirituality and wisdom principles from the Lord Krishna. In the beginning, when Krishna encounters the doubt of Arjuna in fighting wonders, he eloquently reveals the truth of wisdom to him, upon which Arjuna's hesitation is gone. In the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna gives a priority to wisdom over deed, and it makes Arjuna confused. So he asks sadly, "Why do you call me for fighting? If wisdom is prior to deed, چرا مرا به جنگ میخوانی؟ اگر حکمت برتر از عمل است." "Oh God, teach me how to escape from deed." In reply to question of hero, Krishna says, there are only two ways out in the whole world. The wisdom way, that is the way of thinkers, and deed way, that is the way of tradesmen. Doing nothing, escaping from duty, and deed are not the ways to get right of deed, but the way is purifying deed. In Persian language, we say varastegi as amal, purifying deed. That means not to be affiliate to your deed. That is the very difference between a learned man and foolish person, or between a wise man and an ignorant. An ignorant is fascinated about his deed, but a wise man escapes from that. He is neither thinking of the result or the profit, nor trying to make it stand out before others. A wise man acts and fights because his nature and substance encourage him to do so. In that course, he is not seeking love or aversion, and he should not be. Krishna's advice is that as a servant among servants of God, Arjuna should not be bound with his deeds, and he should rather devote his deed to God at once. He should escape from his self and selfishness, and keep it in mind that deeds become purified only by devoting them to God Almighty, and once they become purified, they become valuable. The most beautiful part of this purification is reaching a specific point where the border between wisdom and deed is removed. And these two exciting ways in the world that are wisdom and deed unit, یگانگی حکمت و عمل, in their sense. In Arabic and Persian we say hikmat, and hikmat meaning is both of theory and acting, idea and acting. Only the ignorant speak of devotional service, karma yoga, as being different from the analytical study of material world, samkhyaha or samkhyaha, a darshan of Hinduism. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself well to one of these paths achieves the results of both. One who knows. This is a very important and very interesting verse in Bhagavad Gita. One who knows that the position reached by means of analytical study can also be attained by devotional service, and who therefore sees any analytical study and devotional service to be on the same level, see things as they are. See things as they are. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 5. Arjuna finds out about this truth, but cannot understand how mankind is misled despite his will that is following the right way. According to Krishna, all offices and wrongdoing are rooted in humans' baseless desire and wishes that darken humans' soul and give way to evil. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "It is last only Arjuna, which is born of contact of passion and later transformed into wrath, and which is the all-devouring sinful enemy of this world. The sense, the mind, and the intelligence are the setting places of this last. Through them just covers the real knowledge of the living entity and bewilders him. Therefore, O Arjuna, best of Bharatas, in the very beginning core, this great symbol of sin, by regulating the sense and slay this destroyer of knowledge and self-realization. Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3. And this excellent is exactly similar to a speech of Imam Ali, the first Imam in Shia. أيها الناس إن أخفف ما أخاف عليكم إثنان اتباع الهوى وطول الأمل فأما اتباع الهوى فيصد عن الحق وإما طول الأمل فينسى الآخرة. Translate to English. O people, what I fear most about you are two things: acting according to desire and extending of hopes. As regards acting according to desire, this prevents from true, and as regards extending of hopes, it makes one forget the next war or al-akhirah, last day. In continuation, Krishna invites Arjuna to a sort of unity of existence or unity of being or pantheism, belief, based on which foes and friends. The interpretation of Hafiz Shirazi as one of the Iranian greatest was goes like this in this regard: آسایش دو گیتی تفسیر این دو حرف است، با دوستان مروت با دشمنان مدارا. For peace of this world and the next, understand what I advise: magnanimity, the lot of friends, and with enemy try to relate. Ghazal 5 in Divan Hafiz. This sort of attitude makes both the unity of contemplation and the unity of existence shine in the wise man's soul in such a way that he finds the existence as a unit in his mind, or in other words, a sort of the unity of existence to be led to the unity of contemplation. That is the very attitude a Muslim Indian race wise man named Sheikh Ahmad Sarhindi, 400 before, I think, in India, Sheikh Ahmad Sarhindi. And the famous book is Maktubat in Persian language. Outlines in his writing, Krishna defines such unity as follows: a true yogi or wise man, observe me. This is a very important and interesting verse in Bhagavad Gita, and I like it very much. A true yogi observe me in all beings. Mr. Parsania, this is a very important verse in unity of existence or unity of being. A true yogi or wise man, or in Persian we say Arif, a true yogi observe me in all beings and also sees every being in me. In that, the self-realized person sees me, the same supreme Lord, everywhere. For one who sees me everywhere and see everything in me, I am never lost. من هرگز اون رو گم نمی کنم. هر کس همه چیز رو در من و من رو در همه چیز ببینه. Nor is he ever lost to me, and او هم منو هیچ وقت گم نمی کنه. Such a yogi who engages in the worshipful service of the super soul, knowing that I and super soul are one, remains always in me in all circumstances. Bhagavad Gita chapter 6. I have shown in another lengthy research that whatever and hidden similarities such attitude has the thoughts of some great Muslim mystic like Ibn Arabi, Sheikh